Hello everyone and welcome back to Eximius Craft. I am Lord Eximius, and today I have a little special something going on today I wanted to share with you guys. So I am in 1.18 experimental. I'm just kind of in the storage area, obviously, of the project I've been working on over here. And I wanted to share this with you guys because this is pretty cool. I know we're all excited about the Caves and Cliffs update. So I wanted to kind of do a bit of a prototype for the first stage of my mega base. So without further ado, let's check it out. So here we got, check this out, guys. Now listen, I did not widen this cavern. I did not do any terraforming beyond obviously the bone mealing of the moss block. But this was all naturally generated terrain. Now, obviously, there's nothing like this at all in the current game. Like, this is a game changer, right? I mean, just look at this. I mean, there's no such thing as a cave that generates like this in the current game. So this is just absolutely crazy. So those of you, if you haven't gotten to play around in any of the betas or any of the experimentals, I highly recommend you check it out and get a feel for what the game is going to be like, because, I mean, it's just, I can't wait to be a tunnel rat. I mean, look at this terrain generation. I mean, this is nuts. So I'll come over here real quick and show you guys. So my goal was to find a lush cave and expand the first stage of my mega base from there. And obviously this is in creative mode, so this is just me testing. Found a lush cave here, and so I just kind of expanded out this way. And as you can see, I just kind of went with a bit of a build palette, if you will. So we have moss block, bone mealed all over the place. We got drip leaf. We got flowers. I did the dripstone blocks along with copper rods and lanterns for lighting. Probably I'm thinking about going maybe something more subtle with like some kind of a light block beneath. Moss carpet I think might look pretty cool. But I kind of wanted to set it up in the way that we would that I would for survival. So I kind of put in this path that leads to the different areas. So as you can see, we've got, enchanting area over there. We've got a brewing area over here. I kind of wanted to make it look a little bit more natural and not just have this, giant. I mean, obviously you have to have a storage area like this, to keep all your materials. But I wanted it to be a little bit more organic looking. And as you can see, we just have, I put some different things, like there's some bamboo, and just kind of tried to randomize it as much as I could. The ceiling is really where I did a lot of work. So as you can see, we've got the dripstone up here. We've got the glowberries. I absolutely love glowberries. I think that looks great. We got the hanging roots and the rooted dirt. And then I also did some custom stalactites, which I think are pretty cool. So here's one example of like a custom. I wanted to do a stalagmite coming up from the ground too. I never got around to that. But yeah, I did a lot of work on the ceiling. I really wanted to get a feel for what that would look like. You got the spore blossoms. I glow lichen everywhere, and I really like the glow lichen. It's very subtle. So, for example, if you come over here, you can see down here we have torches down here, but then over here on these other blocks we have glow lichen. So the lighting is much more subtle. So I really like that. I'm going to definitely be incorporating a lot of glow lichen into the early stages of my builds. Yeah, and then over here I just kind of set up the kinds of things that you would need. In here is obviously, so in here we have some livestock, because obviously we're going to need leather, and we're going to need feathers and things like that for arrows for the bow. But yeah, and it, like this wall over here was just kind of an experiment. I don't know if I care for it. If I'm going to do like wall off the area a little bit, I think I might go with something a little bit more like this. Just a little bit more organic looking, kind of fits the build a lot better. It's going to require a lot of dripstone. So, Redstone Farm crew that's going to be on the server, just throwing that out there. I need lots of dripstone, lots of bone meal. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to set it up in a way that looked interesting. I didn't want it to be, so obviously this is not set up for maximum efficiency. But I wanted to look cool. I wanted form and function. I tried to balance the both sides of that. So, and we got some bamboo over here because I'm definitely going to need a lot of scaffolding. And I just kind of I'll kind of pull back here and just look at this, just the scope of this new terrain generation. It's just crazy. So I know the crew is excited as I am to get started. So I wanted to kind of do this just to get a feel. And there's some trees over here for some wood farm. Obviously we'll need wood. I'm not going to want to keep going back to the surface to get it, I imagine. But yeah, just kind of went nuts with it. Here's another one of those custom stalactites, which I think looks really cool. And I think it needed that too, because I was, I'm putting in the dripstone, and I'm thinking, it's just something's not right here. There needs to be, some more depth, and I think this really provides it. So I really like the way that look. Here's another example of a custom stalactite. So I really went ham on the ceiling here because I really wanted to get a good feel for how this could look. And I'm really thinking this turned out pretty cool. So I cannot wait to get started when the Caves and Cliffs Part 2 drops for 1.18. Now, on that note, guys, I'm going to wrap it up today because this was just a real quick, hey, this is kind of what I've been playing around with for the last couple weeks. Just a potential prototype for the first phase of my mega base on the server. Before I get to that, because I do have an exciting announcement, but before I get to that, I wanted to show you this too real quick, guys. So for those of you miners out there, we're obviously going to need a different way of mining, because gone will be the days where you can just mine to Y11, hit the butter zone, and start mining everything you need. So I kind of set up what I think might be a bit of a prototype for a mining area. Okay, so we have our smelting area here. When we collect our ore, we can come out and get it smelting right away. But I've got scaffolding going up. So right now we're at Y23. I got scaffolding going up this way, up to Y63, so we can mine some of the lesser minerals like coal and iron, which we're going to obviously need a lot of. And then coming back down, let's see here. Did I just pass it? No. Oh, no, I'm only on 40. Okay. There's another area here. So on each different level, I'll branch mine just like you would normally when you go down to Y11 butter zone. But obviously we're going to have to mine at different levels to get the different types of resources now, with how different the terrain generation is going to be, going all the way down. Instead of going to 0, obviously we're going all the way down to -64, which is obviously super exciting. Now here's another level. Looks like around Y3. Yep, Y3. So it looks like we got a little mine shaft area in here. But this will probably be an area where you can start to mine some things like copper, and obviously you can see there's gold, and then we start to get to the deep slate. So I think it's supposed to generate 0 and below deep slate. So I've set this up, and obviously a bubble elevator would be quicker, and that may be something I set up, not really sure, but I just kind of wanted to get a feel for what that would be like. So this is at -26, and as you can see we have a little ravine here. And then it goes down further, all the way down to negative, I think 56, yeah. And that is where we'll mine the diamonds. So I think something along these lines is how we're going to have to do mining setups moving forward. Because like I said, no longer will you just be able to dig down to Y11, hit that butter zone, and then just mine everything you need. So I think something along those lines is what we're going to need. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys. I think it's pretty cool. Potential prototype for the first phase of my mega base on the server. And without further ado, the announcement I wanted to share with everyone with regards to the server that we're about to fire up, we have come up with a name for it, and the name is Tuesday Craft SMP. So that will be the name of the server. I'm super excited about that. I think we picked a great name, and I know not only myself but the crew is super excited. I will have more content coming at you guys between now and then, because we're not exactly sure when the update is going to be out. Sometime later this month or December is what we know. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing some solo survival adventures in experimental. Drop me a line in the comments if you guys want to see that. We're also going to be doing some more Skyblock with Purple Kitten, so that's going to be fun. If you haven't checked that out, check out that series. That's a lot of fun. We have fun with it. Purple Kitten has fun with it. So yeah, guys, Tuesday Craft SMP. Look for it soon. It's going to be launching. And again, this is Eximius Craft. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful day.